How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having an excellent day. Today we are looking at an easy way to consistently get over 24,000 points in the weekend raids. And what I am talking about is hitting the Builder's Workshop with the Graveyard Spam strategy. As you can see, this base has over 8,000 gold available. So if you hit this base on 3 separate raids, you can very easily get over 24,000. I also wanted to show you, in some of these attacks, they go a little bit sideways. So even without all the pathing working out in your favor, you can still get a very nice attack. So here, I am assuming that the wizards and the giants are going to go up to the left. And no sooner than I drop the graveyard spells, they start going off to the right. So we'll zoom out a little bit just so we can see both sides. The graveyards are not getting a whole lot, and now all of the wizards on the right hand side are getting targeted because the giants are walking around instead of tanking for them. So the giants are pretty much done. The graveyards do end up getting the blast bow and the district hall, which is better than nothing. But as you can see, this attack went very, very poorly. But the graveyard is so overpowered, you will see on the next attack how we are able to clean it up. So now the idea is, since the 3 graveyards are on the left hand side, we're going to start from the bottom left hand side and then ideally try and circle around the whole base. And we're waiting to deploy the 3 other graveyard spells because we do want to help out on the right hand side. So we get a few giants out in front, throw in the rest of the super wizards, and then it's just a matter of dropping in a giant or a ram here or there to try and stay in front of them so they don't take too much damage. So the wizards will definitely clear out the left hand side. And all of these skeleton spells, or graveyard spells, are starting to run out of skeletons to spawn. So now that we're approaching the side, the right hand side, which has a lot more defenses, we drop the graveyards on this bottom right hand side, and the idea is that they alone can probably take out the majority of the defenses on the right hand side, and then the main group of giants and super wizards can take out this top left section. And then we do have a bunch of these skeletons spawning from the graveyards on the far left side of the base. And it kind of works out where they can just sort of very easily sprinkle in and help tank. So that's how we were able to take out that base in 2 hits. Just crazy. So now we're going to look at the first raid that I did on the Builder's Workshop. Another 2-shot. This one we are going to try and start on the right hand side and work our way around the base counterclockwise. So it's always good to drop in a few of those rams, test for traps, and then a couple giants to go out in front, and then the remainder of the super wizards in behind. So all we're doing here is just overwhelming this right hand side of the base. And things are looking pretty good. Have a few more rams left over, just to help out in case there's a weird angle that the giants take that allow the super wizards to get in front of them. But as you can see, we are taken out a good chunk of this base. Sort of the rule of thumb is if you can get around like 35 to 50% and a couple of the key big splash damage defenses taken care of, then you are setting yourself up very nicely for an easy 2-hit on the Builder's Workshop. So now we have the 3 graveyards in behind the army, and then we're setting up 3 graveyards in front. The idea is to just spread out on this top side, a whole row of giants, a whole row of the super wizards, and then to have everything meet up on this left-hand side of the base. So I only have 1 super wizard up top, but then a bunch of them go up there to help clean up that section. And then only 1 super wizard so far to help go inside to the left-hand portion of the base. But as you can see, there's just an army approaching this left-hand side. And if you are familiar with the graveyard, you know that without there being a rocket artillery or a blast bow or a giant cannon, there's just no hope for the base. Yeah, when you're able to fully protect your super wizards, you can have a very easy time two-shotting the Builder's Workshop and getting that 24,000. And this is at the the capital peak level 8. So once you're at capital peak level 9 and facing level 9s, you might be able to get even more, maybe 9,000 for each base that you clear. So you can get even more gold and progress even faster. We even got 156 bonus gold. So what you can do is you can just wait for the Builder's Workshop if you see it available. If not, or if you get impatient or other people attack the base, you can also do the same on the Barbarian camp. Now the Barbarian camp is a lot more difficult than the Workshop, and it has the most ground targeting defenses out of the entire raid. So we see that there are not very many walls on this right hand side. So we are going to start and deploy and try and get up to this rocket artillery and giant cannon. So we get the wall open, and we see that this cannon is on the outside and it's being targeted by the super wizards. So we wait for that to go down, then we send in the rest of them, and then we deploy the graveyards out in front to try and help tank for them. Right now all the super wizards are distracted on the enemy giants. And then we do have a big group just going down below, and eventually these 2 other giants will get in front of them and help tank. But we only have 1 wizard up top, and then a lot of these wizards are super low near the district hall, so they are unable to get a lot of chain value off of hitting the district hall. And while we do get that perfect starting number around 35-40%, I think we get 1 more defense up to 45-ish%. There's still a lot of splash damage left on the base. We've got the multiple multi-mortars, got the giant cannon, we've got 2 bomb towers on the end. So right now we're just sending in 1 barbarian to clear out these trash buildings to get a little bit extra, because I had my doubts if we're going to be able to get through these 3 bomb towers on the back end. The idea is to spread out all the troops on the top section and to hopefully push in and get as much of the base taken care of as possible. We do have the 3 graveyards at the very top of the base, so they'll do a nice job of tanking one by one and distracting as they come down, like so. And then our super wizards on the left-hand side are able to sneak in and get a lot of value. But even with just the few defenses up top, we're down to about 5 super wizards, so only half of the actual damaging troops to help take out the base. So we're trying to distract this multi-mortar with a couple of rams. One of the super wizards gets in front of the giants, ends up dying. And so now the attack is starting to die out as we have no more tanks and just a few defenses remaining. So we still managed to get, I believe, just around 8,000 from both of those attacks. But that is how you can very easily get over 24,000 from attacking the Builders Workshops in 3 different raids. Or if you're feeling particularly inspired, you can attack the Barbarian camp. It's a little bit more difficult. I would recommend using air to try and set up the second attack to use air, as you can have much better results. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video and want to see more of my content, you're welcome to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. And there should be a couple more videos on the screen if you want to check them out and keep on learning. Thank you so much. Until next time, take care.